Spain won't stop selling weapons to Saudi Arabia, as pro-independence parties and left-wing Podemos criticize the links between the Spanish royal family and the Saudi monarchy. Hello, and welcome to Catalan News. The Spanish Congress held a tense debate on how to react to the controversial death of a Saudi journalist in Istanbul. But the parliamentary session also led to yet another discussion on Catalonia, with the words coup d'etat and shooting among the words heard in the chamber, as we'll tell you in our show today. We'll also find out what it's like to live in a 2.6 square metre flat. In April, the King of Spain and the heir to the throne in Saudi Arabia met in Madrid. They closed a deal in which the Gulf country would buy 5 warships for €2 billion. And now, after the Saudi journalist's murder in Turkey, this has become a heated subject of discussion.
Jamal Khashoggi's death in the Saudi Arabian consulate of Istanbul has brought together two familiar fronts in Spain, which became evident today in the Congress in Madrid. The ruling socialists, the People's Party, and Ciudadans, all of them against negotiating a referendum in Catalonia, oppose halting the sale of weapons to Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, the Catalan pro-independence parties and left-wing Podemos, which are in favor of such a vote, urged the Spanish cabinet to stop exporting arms to the Arabian Kingdom, as Germany has done. Some 6,000 people are expected to have work for a number of years in the Spanish public firm building warships as part of a contract with Saudi Arabia. And this is the Spanish president's argument against stopping the business.
Con toda la gravedad de estos hechos, que son terribles y que condeno sin paliativos, no puede ni debe impedir que actuemos con responsabilidad. La exportación de armamento es un claro ejemplo, señorías, de la complejidad de la política.
Podemos and pro-independence parties emphasized the relationship between the Spanish monarchy and the Saudi Arabian king during the parliamentary debate and urged Sanchez to act. Ciudadans supported fulfilling the contracts, but at the same time respecting human rights. And while the People's Party leader backed Sanchez, he took the chance to bring up the Catalan issue to harshly criticize the president.
¿Usted no se da cuenta que es partícipe y responsable de un golpe de Estado que se está perpetrando ahora mismo en España?
Sanchez asked him to rectify, but at the same time rejected a referendum for Catalonia. The Esquerra Party spokesman also responded.
¿Qué no va a hacer la derecha? Si el señor Casado pudiera, nos fusilaría. Nos fusilaría. De hecho, sí.
The leader of the People's Party said last year that Carles Puigdemont would end up like one of his predecessors in Catalonia's presidency, Lluís Companys. He was executed by Francisco Franco's dictatorship.
The Catalan parliament also sat today, and the president made an unexpected announcement. He summoned the leaders of all parties to a meeting to engage in dialogue between Catalans on November the 16th. He said political forces should engage in serious and honest conversations. This comes after the Parliament passed a motion put forward by the Socialists requesting such a meeting.
Nosaltres, la veritat, creiem que sense debat Catalunya endins, sense un diàleg entre les forces polítiques catalanes, no podrem avançar. I, per tant, hem de començar aquest diàleg.
Per nosaltres és tan important com per vostès aquest diàleg, però un diàleg seriós, un diàleg honest, un diàleg profund, un diàleg sobre aquest país necessita. I, per tant, estem disposats a fer tots els passos possibles.
Catalonia's economy is set to grow by 3% in 2018, keeping a similar pace to the past 4 years. Barcelona's Chamber of Commerce says the country's GDP will continue to grow faster than the Spanish and EU average. Its leadership believes that Catalonia's economy has been growing solidly for the past 20 years. But they also warn that global uncertainties might cause a slight slowdown in the final term of the year.
El ritme de creixement intertrimestral s'ha mantingut constant en un nivell elevat i només en el quart trimestre preveiem que es moderi una dècima pel canvi d'expectatives a nivell mundial. I recordem, solament considerem un diferencial d'una dècima, és a dir, que és molt lleuger dins de l'any 2018 el que considerem amb la desacceleració. És a dir, l'economia catalana va bé.
One of the hot topics in Barcelona ahead of the May 2019 local election is the need for decent housing. The debate is global, and a new project in Barcelona, which in fact comes from Japan, has sparked some controversy.
How much space is enough to live? Would a less than 3 square meter room make the cut when you cannot afford regular housing? A startup in Barcelona believes so, and hundreds of residents are already on the waiting list, ready to pay €200 per month. Each room has a bed, a table and some storage space. The kitchen, bathroom and living room are communal. Similar models are already at work in Japanese hotels, but in this case it would only be marketed to locals. The problem? The city council is extremely wary of this project.
Que no permetrem és que hi hagin empreses privades que es vulguin aprofitar de la situació de necessitat de la ciutadania per fer propostes d'habitatge que van en contra de la regulació, de la llei i del mateix dret fonamental a l'habitatge.
With evictions on the rise and rental prices soaring, housing remains a critical issue in the city and Catalonia as a whole. The company says their project shouldn't be seen as a problem, but only as a temporary solution to a pressing need.
La ciutat demana un tipus d'habitatge de baix preu perquè la gent pugui tirar endavant i així poden posar flors i que posin la normativa que vulguin, que l'adaptin.
The Catalan government is on the same page as the local council.
Això no són habitatges?
It's not housing, because it does not comply with housing regulations. The Barcelona administration could launch a lawsuit against the startup after they ignored orders to close down one of their apartments, but they're not backing down.
Mentre un jutge no digui res, les normatives i les lleis, com que no es poden aplicar a les nostres colmenes, no els hi farem cas.
The company hopes to open 12 different apartments by the end of the year, with space for up to 500 people. The locations are being kept in secret in order to avoid controversy, as some neighbors are not welcoming the business. If successful, the company is already looking into exporting the model to other world capitals.
Francesc Boix was a Catalan photographer who fought in the Spanish Civil War and was then jailed in the Mauthausen concentration camp. A film about his life will be released this Friday. Some of his photographs taken in the Austrian concentration camp were key in trying some Nazi leaders in the Nuremberg trials. This thriller is an account of how he risked his life in order to get some photographic negatives out of the camp. As we reach the end of today's Catalan News Show, we'll leave you with images of a recent event held in Barcelona's Museum of Design. It was a special one, as it was addressed to children. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.